Hello students, welcome back. I am here with your very second chapter that is microorganism, friends and foe. मतलब कि जो microorganism है ये आपके दोस्त भी है और ये कभी कभी आपके दुश्मन भी बन जाते हैं, right? So in this chapter we are going to learn about the microorganisms and where they are useful or not, in which you have to be very careful with the microorganism, right? So in this one we are going to learn about what is microorganisms, types of microorganisms, where do microorganisms live, and about the friendly microorganisms. Okay, so first we are talking about microorganisms. So you have seen several kind of animals and plants, right? But that you can see with your naked eyes, right? But talking about microorganisms, they are the living organisms which you cannot see with your naked eyes. If you are standing there, or if you are standing anywhere, there are thousands of microorganisms present there. Even on this pen, there are thousands of lakhs of millions of microorganisms present, right? So talking about microorganisms are found everywhere. You can find on land, in water, air, food, even in our body also they are present, right? So some microorganisms are very useful, so they are your buddies, or some microorganisms are your enemies because they can spread diseases. So right now we are facing the situation, the whole pandemic situation of that coronavirus. So virus is also a microorganisms, right? So that we are facing the problems with that. So that is the reason that you are sitting at your home and I am teaching you here, just because of that microorganism, right? So some microorganisms are very useful to us while some are harmful. So you have learnt in your previous class that a bacterium called rhizobium fixes the atmospheric nitrogen and provides it to plants, right? Because plants cannot consume the nitrogen directly from the atmosphere, right? So that we are discussing in detail in the nitrogen cycle in this chapter, right? On other hand, some microorganism causes diseases in humans. You have heard about many diseases like flu, diarrhea. So these are the diseases which is caused by the microorganisms. So in that manner, they are also harmful. You have seen in the monsoon season, on a bread, on a roti, or even on your shoe, or on the door, you can see the black patches and green color patches. So these are the microorganisms which are harmful for us, right? Because from the microorganisms, the roti, the bread must be spoilt, right? So these are the things about microorganisms, that they are found everywhere, even on land, water, air, food, even in our body also. Some are useful, some are harmful, right? Okay, so talking more about microorganism, that our world is full of different types of living organisms, right? So we have seen about the plants and animals, right? So now we can tell that there are different types of living organisms, right? But there are the organisms that are too small to be seen by naked eyes. So as I talked earlier about that microorganisms cannot be seen with your naked eye, right? It cannot be seen by your naked eyes. So these tiny living things that can only seen under the microscope. So the thing is that microorganisms cannot see with your naked eye, and the next thing is you can see only and only under the microscope. So these type of living organisms are called microorganisms, or simply you can call it microbes. So the thing is, what is microorganisms? So now we are clear about that these are the organisms that are seen by your naked eyes, and then they are that much tiny that you can only see under the microscope. So that is the reason that you call it microorganisms or microbes. Talking more about the microorganisms that we have discussed earlier, that they are found everywhere and can survive in extreme condition of ice cold climates to hot springs. इसका मतलब ये है कि ये वाले जो microorganisms है वो आपको कहीं भी मिल सकते हैं, वो आपको बोल सकते हैं हाय हेलो, एंड देन वो किसी भी एक्सट्रीम कंडीशन में सर्वाइव कर सकते हैं, या वो आइस कोल्ड क्लाइमेट हो और या फिर वो बहुत ज़्यादा हॉट डेजर्ट वाला एटमोसफियर हो, राइट? सो दे कैन सर्वाइव एनीवेयर इन एनी सिचुएशन, राइट? सो दे कैन सर्वाइव इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट. वो किसी भी तरह के एनवायरनमेंट में जाके रह सकते हैं. दे आर वेरी फॉन्ड ऑफ आइस कोल्ड क्लाइमेट एंड डेजर्ट क्लाइमेट्स एंड एवरीवेयर, राइट. मतलब उनको ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती, वो कहीं पे भी जाके रह सकते हैं, राइट. Okay, so the science which deals with the study of microorganism, that is called a microbiology. मतलब जो साइंस माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म के रिलेटेड है उस स्टडी को बोलते हैं microbiology, right. And some microorganisms are useful to us while some other cause diseases that we have already discussed. But the disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens. मतलब उनको क्या बोलते हैं? Pathogens, right. So we have discussed about the friendly microorganism, that was the rhizobium bacteria, and then we are discussing that disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens, right. And the study related microorganisms is called microbiology. Okay, so now we are discussing the topic number 2, that is types of microorganisms. So as I discussed earlier, that we have discussed that what is microorganisms, where do it live, and how it is useful and how it is dangerous, right. The study related it, that is called microbiology. The disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens. And now we are talking the types of bacteria. So the microorganisms can be classified into 4 groups. Number 1, that is bacteria. Number 2, fungi, then alga and protozoa. So these are the 4 groups which are classified as a microorganisms, right. So these we are discussing now in detail. Okay, so now we are discussing about the first type of microorganism, that is bacteria. So bacteria, they are the simplest microorganism and they are unicellular, right. So you think that what is unicellular? So unicellular means that they have the single cell, and the examples are called amoeba and paramecium. Amoeba and paramecium are the examples of unicellular. They are not the examples of bacteria, right. They are just the examples of unicellular. It means that amoeba and paramecium have single cell. Next thing, that bacteria, they are found in different shapes, right. So the examples are there, that the first shape is rod shaped. The example of that is bacillus. Number 2, that is a spherical shaped bacteria. The examples of it is coccus. Number 3, the spherical shaped bacteria. The example it is spirillum. Number 4, that is a coma shaped bacteria, and the example of it is vibrio. Almost all bacteria are invisible to naked eye. मतलब कि आप अपने naked eye, खुली आँखों से बैक्टीरिया को कभी नहीं देख सकते हो, right. Even if I am discussing this on this pen, there are the bacteria are present on this pen, right. Under some conditions they can grow rapidly. मतलब कि अगर उनको favorable conditions मिल जाती है, then they can grow very fast. मतलब ये बहुत जल्दी से ये grow कर सकते हैं, right. So this is it for the bacteria, that they are the simplest microorganism. They are unicellular, मतलब कि वो single celled है. The examples of single cell is amoeba and paramecium. The next thing is the characteristic of it, that they are found in different shapes: rod shape, spherical shape, spiral shape and coma shaped. You cannot see the bacteria by your naked eye. And the next thing is, if you are giving them a favorable condition, they can grow rapidly.